But look, I watch this speech and I pay attention to current events, hoping for the best. I found the speech last night unimpressive, untimely, unencumbered by the truth. It was 19 minutes long. It felt like a live performance of his social media posting. He stayed mostly on script, drifting off for the usual probablys, perhaps, very much the likes of which you've never seen, things like this. The same stuff that he says over and over again. We are on track to complete all of America's military objectives shortly, very shortly, he said, which of course is not a specific time frame, but that's okay. It doesn't matter. There are some glaring misses here. We talked about regime change. He said we accomplished that when we killed the Ayatollah and his son took over. That was a change. Okay, not even the best salesman can say that that's an actual regime change. Enriched uranium, we're concerned about that. How do we get it out? That's obviously the whole reason for the mission. He said we will remotely monitor the sites, which we have always done, and carry out additional long-range strikes to ensure that the material remains inaccessible. In other words, we're going to surveil them, which is what we've always done. So we're not going to get it out. We're going to bomb them and then monitor, which is what we do always. The Strait of Hormuz. He said it will magically open. He said it will naturally open. And he said, look, we don't really need much of the oil that comes through there. That's other countries. So he said to the other countries that rely on that oil, hey, okay, go take it. You should just go get it. And it will open naturally. I mean, this is just like, oh, God. As for the end date, he said, I'm pleased to say that these core strategic objectives are nearing completion, but that in the meantime, we are going to hit them extremely hard over the next 2 to 3 weeks. 2 weeks. 2 weeks. We're going to bring them back to the Stone Ages where they belong. Oh, boy. Also, he threatened to hit their power plants, which is universally considered a war crime for its merciless attack on innocent civilians. As for ground troops, not a word on that. We hope not. As for the economy, not a word on how much this increases our massive national debt, and the gas prices at home, well, they speak for themselves.